So, taking names of Krishna. Otherwise, there is no other way. So today we'll be reading from Canto 1, Chapter 5, texts 10 and 11. So, Srila Prabhupada is the most merciful person on the planet. Most merciful. Why? There is no other Acharya in the history of this planet who has given us Srimad Bhagavatam 18,000 verses. Every verse with synonyms, with Devanagari, Sanskrit, with English, with word to word, with translations, and with purport. No other Acharya on planet Earth has done that other than Srila Prabhupada. So there is no excuses. I can't read English, I can't read Devanagari. Prabhupada has given us everything. These verses of today, 10 and 11, are very important verses. Why very important verses? Verse number 11, especially, which we'll be reading today after number 10, is a verse that has been added in every Srimad Bhagavatam edition preface. You open any Srimad Bhagavatam preface, there is verse number 11 in that preface. So it's a very important verse. You can imagine out of 18,000 verses, Srila Prabhupada took a verse and put in the preface. I was reading a shloka that is very beautiful, touches to my heart every time. We can all repeat. Krishna Tulya Bhagavat Vibhu Sarvashray Prati Shloke Prati Akshare Nana Artha Kay. What it says, Krishna Tulya Bhagavat. What is Srimad Bhagavatam? It's Sri Krishna himself. Sri Krishna himself. This is, we should not think it's just as a book, as a mere book. No. When Krishna wants to descend as a book, Bhagavat, Sri Krishna comes as Bhagavatam. Then as a Dham, we know he comes as Vrindavan. As a river, we know he comes as Ganga and Yamuna. This is pure Krishna. Krishna Tulya Bhagavat. Vibhu Sarvashray. Vibhu Sarvashray means it gives shelter to everyone. Whoever is there, the most sinful person like me, all the exalted devotees like you, anyone is welcome from Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna Tulya Bhagavat Vibhu Sarvashray Prati Shloke Prati Akshare Nana Arthakay. It is very important that we hear this under guidance of Srila Prabhupada, of our Acharyas, because we might think, oh, I can read the translation and understand it, but it is not that easy. Without mercy of Srila Prabhupada, it is not that easy. So we'll start with number 10. We will read together number 11, which I said is the one of the most important verses in Srimad Bhagavatam. So I'll read number 10 and then we'll go with 11. But as I said, Srimad Bhagavatam is Krishna himself. So we'll glorify Srimad Bhagavatam first. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tatho Jayam Udiraye Nashta Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare. Verse number 10. Nayad Vachas Chitrapadam Hare Yasho Jagat Pavitram Praganita Karshit Tavyasam Tirtham Ushanti Manasa Nayatra Hamsa Niramanti Ushikshaya. what word? Na, not. You can repeat, please.
Na, not.
Yat, that.
Yet that.
Vacha, vocabulary. Chitrapadam,
Chitrapadam.
decorative.
Decorative.
Hare,
Hare.
of the Lord.
Of the Lord.
Yasha,
Yasha.
glories.
Glory.
Jagat,
Jagat.
universe.
Universe.
Pavitram,
Pavitram.
sanctified.
Sanctified.
Pragnita,
Pragnita.
described.
Described.
Karachit,
Pragnita.
hardly.
Hardly.
Tat, that.
That.
Vayasam,
Vayasam.
crows.
Close.
Tirtham,
Tirtham.
place of pilgrimage.
Place of pilgrimage.
Ushanti,
Ushanti.
think.
Think.
Manasa,
Manasa.
saintly persons.
Saintly person.
Na,
Na.
not. Yatra,
Yatra.
where. Hamsa,
Hamsa.
all perfect beings.
All perfect beings.
Niramanti,
Niramanti.
take pleasure.
Take pleasure.
Usikshaya,
Usikshaya.
those who reside in the transcendental abode.
Those who reside.
Translation by our beloved Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Those words which do not describe the glories of the Lord, who alone can sanctify the atmosphere, the whole universe, are considered by saintly persons to be like unto a place of pilgrimage for crows. Since all perfect persons are inhabitants of the transcendental abode, they do not derive any pleasure there. Very good. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Crows and swans are not birds of the same feather because of their different mental attitudes. The fruiting workers or passionate men are compared to the crows, whereas all the perfect saintly persons are compared to the swans. So, Srila Prabhupada kindly is explaining here difference between crows and swans, and we all know the difference between crows and swans, but we'll certainly listen from the Srila Prabhupada's perspective. And as I said, Srimad Bhagavatam has many deeper meanings, not just what is written there, but if we meditate on Srimad Bhagavatam, we can understand so many different meanings, and it can relate to the thousands of years ago, because Srimad Bhagavatam has been written thousands of years ago, dear devotees, and it contains one of the best informations you can have in the world of today. I was thinking this pilgrimage of crows, we all know where crows goes. They go in the garbage usually. The swans go in a very cleaner place, and crows go in the garbage. And if you just think, when this Bhagavatam is written, there is not much of garbage lying around, because plastic has been invented in 1900 something. So before, in Satyuga or in other yugas, we had very simple, plates made out of leaves and stuff. So you can just bury them, and they are, deorganized, decomposed in no time. So how beautiful is Srimad Bhagavatam? They were talking thousands of years ago of garbage, which really today we have a bunch of garbage everywhere. Because of this plastic, we hear the oceans are flooded of plastic from last 100 years that has been invented. The crows take pleasure in a place where garbage is thrown out. Srila Prabhupada is saying that. Just as the passionate fruitive workers take pleasure in wine and women and places for gross sense pleasure. Haribol. In the world of today, we can see it's very difficult to find devotees actually. So all glories to you who are sitting here. First of all, I am not qualified enough to speak, and you're in such a humble position that you're sitting here listening from somebody like me. But of course, we will be listening from Srila Prabhupada's words. But if you go out today, it's very difficult even to speak of Krishna to someone. You start speaking of Krishna, and they're like, okay, whatever, it's very difficult. But Shri Krishna himself has said in Bhagavad Gita that Manusya Nam Sahasreshu Kaschin Yatati Siddhaye. So don't be demoralized when you think, Are, oh Yahanira, I'm by myself. But you are being chosen by Krishna. Sitting here in Kali Yuga, Kali Yuga is the worst of the yugas explained in Shastras. Sitting here in Kali Yuga, In a Northern American country like Canada, sitting in front of Shri Radha Madhav and listening to Srimad Bhagavatam, there cannot be other fortune better than this. Impossible. So we all are very fortunate that we have this association and we can hear to Srimad Bhagavatam. The swans do not take pleasure in the places where crows are assembled for conferences and meetings. And we can understand that. Anybody who is chanting, who is taking Krishna names, and you all of a sudden go out in an assembly where there is nothing but mundane topics going on. If there is drinking going on, meat eating going on, you get bored and you get detached very fast, and you get kind of disgusted after some time. When you're chanting, you will feel that, oh, this is not for me, this is not for me. I'm not saying we are swans, I get, but still, we all feel that. The only swan we have is Srila Prabhupada. They are instead seen in the atmosphere of natural scenic beauty, where there are transparent reservoirs of water nicely decorated with stems of lotus flower in variegated colors of natural beauty. This is different between two classes of birds. Nature has influenced different species of life with different mentalities, and it is not possible to bring them up to the same rank and file. Beautiful. This point is such a beautiful point. Different species of life. We are very fortunate that we have this human form. We could have been a dog, a cat. Dog, of course, if you say Northern America, story changes. They are in the cars, they are being treated very nicely, and some of them has like necklace, beautiful than necklace we can imagine. But dog itself, being dog itself, means you don't have that intellectual power to think. This is why Shastra says human form is a form where we can meditate on God, on Shri Radha Madhav, meditate on our Guru Varga, and we can go out of this human body and go back to Krishna. That's why human form is very important. Similarly, there are different kind of literature for different types of men of different mentality. Hari Bol. Mostly the market literatures which attract men of cross categories are literatures containing refuse remnant of census topics. Srila Prabhupada writes things very boldly, but that's good. He's not buttering it here. Very clearly, we all know some of us are in 40s, some of us are 35, younger, 50s, 60s. No, I'm not judging anybody with that age. But how many literature or books we remember since our childhood to now that still resonates and that is still very famous, or that is still maybe the best seller on the planet? Not much. You can just relate from your childhood to now, because literature comes, literature goes. People are looking for, if you go into the in a bookshop, maybe the books with a sensitive topic is right now selling more because of some people wants to read that. But Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, is there from thousands of years and will remain for thousands of years. And its value will always be there. Always, always. They are generally known as mundane talks in relation with gross body and subtle mind. They are full of subject matter described in decorative language, full of mundane similes and metaphorical arrangements. Yet, with all that, they do not glorify the Lord. So, very clear point. Whatever is, thanks for, I didn't realize that it was. So, whatever literature or book is there, which is not glorifying Krishna, is a mundane literature. As simple as that. As simple as that. We should understand. Such poetry and prose on any subject matter is considered decoration of a dead body. What a beautiful example. We all can understand if somebody is wearing a nice suit, we might get attracted. We think, wow, what a nice suit, what a nice jewelry. But if the same nice jewelry or suit is on dead body, how many of us will be attracted to that? Not much. It's not possible. So it's same like that. Giving a beautiful literature without speaking of glories of Krishna is like a mattress sitting on a dead body. Spiritually advanced men who are compared to the swans do not take pleasure in such dead literatures. Where are sources of pleasure for men? Which are sources of pleasure for men who are spiritually dead? These literatures, in the mode of passion and ignorance, are distributed under different labels, but they can hardly help the spiritual urge of human being. And thus, the swan-like spiritually advanced men have nothing to do with them. Such spiritually advanced men are called also Manasa because they always keep up the standard of transcendental voluntary service to the Lord on the spiritual plane. This completely forbids fruitive activities for gross bodily sense satisfaction or subtle speculation of the material egoistic mind. Social literary men, scientists, mundane poets, theoretical philosophers, and politicians who are completely absorbed in the material advancement of sense pleasure are all doles of material energy. We can see even, if just see around how much is being done to increase our sense pleasure, how much it's unlimited amount of things done since humanity has started. We're always trying to do some things to enjoy the life better. Just keep working on it, keep working on it. आहार निद्रा भय मैथुनम च सामान एतत् पशु भी नरानाम धर्मो हि तेषाधिको विशेषो धर्मेण हीना पशु भी समाना. Ahar, Nidra, Bhay, Maithun. These four things we are continuously working on it. Ahar, how to be in a best restaurant, the best in the city, revolving restaurant, eat the best foods there, which are not offered to Krishna. Not good. Nidra, the best homes. We want the best tempur-pedic mattress to sleep on, and still everybody has back pain. Probably the most richest person has the most back pain. Bhay, fear. Up to 50 years ago, world was living from millions of years. There was no cameras and nothing. Today we have our phones loaded with the cameras because we just can't stay without it. Not only that, bhai of our life, everybody has insurances and whatnot just to go ahead. And bhai mathun, sex life has to be like the best. People these days at the older ages just try to enjoy more and more their senses, and they have gone to extent where there is medicines to make yourself enjoy. It's unbelievable where the humanity is going. But talking of Krishna, nobody takes pleasure. Thanks to Srila Prabhupada, we are sitting here and talking about Krishna, and that is the only thing, not the most important. That is the only thing that has to be in our life, talking of Krishna. They take pleasure in a place where rejected subject matters are thrown. According to Swami Sridhar, this is the pleasure of the prostitute hunters. Srila Prabhupada is mercifully hinting here that he has taken these purports from Swami Sridhar. Srila Prabhupada, when he compiled Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada took purports from many other acharyas, especially Sridhar Swami. He is one of the best authors for Srila Prabhupada himself. And of course, Srila Prabhupada has given us so much. But literatures which describe the glories of Lord are enjoyed by the Paramhansas, who have grasped the essence of human activities. Text number 11. This is the text, dear devotees, I was saying it is in the preface of every edition of Srimad Bhagavatam. We will try to chant it together. Tadvag visargo janatag viplavo Yasmin pratishlokam apatyavadyapi Namanyanantasya yashoankitani yat Shridavanti gayanti grananti sadhava. Translation by our beloved Srila Prabhupada. On the other hand, the literature which is full of the descriptions of transcendental glories of the name, fame, forms, pastime, etc. of the unlimited supreme is a different creation, full of transcendental words directed towards bringing about a revolution in the impious lives of this world's misdirected civilization. Such transcendental literatures, even though imperfectly composed, are heard, sung, and accepted by purified men who are thoroughly honest. Purport. It is a qualification of the great thinkers to pick up the best even from the worst. It is said that the intelligent man should pick up nectar from a stalk of poison, should accept gold even from a filthy place, should accept a good and qualified wife even from an obscure family, and should accept a good lesson even from a man or from a teacher who comes from the untouchables. Very deep points. And Srila Prabhupada does not just write. When we speak something, we better work on that. Otherwise, speaking is not a good speaking. We all know Krishna is in our heart and he's listening to us all the time. Srila Prabhupada writing this has a very clean example. When Srila Prabhupada last time we spoke, when Srila Prabhupada was in New Delhi distributing his magazines, he was back to Godhead. Thank you, Prabhu. He was being advised and suggested by a chai wala, by a tea maker, that because that chai wala, of course, understood that Srila Prabhupada is not doing for a few cents. He's just trying to make other people's lives better. So that tea maker told Srila Prabhupada to print books. He said that way people will keep it on their bookshelves. They'll not throw it away. And Srila Prabhupada, in such a humble position, accepts this. Srila Prabhupada, you can imagine how intelligent he is. He's writing Shastras. He's always worried for others people's welfare. Srila Prabhupada, he didn't say, I know what I'm doing. No, Srila Prabhupada accepted it. That's what he's writing. So whatever we should speak, we should try to imbibe it in our life. We should try to work on that, contemplate on that. These are some of the ethical instructions for everyone in every place without exception. Usually I was being told we don't read purports, and sometimes because we are doing many verses in a day, but I think this is a beautiful purport, so we are reading the purport, because other than Srila Prabhupada's purport, I don't think we have anything better in our life, so we'll just read this. But a saint is far above the level of an ordinary man. He is always absorbed in glorifying the Supreme Lord, because by broadcasting the holy name and the fame of the Lord, the polluted atmosphere of the world will change. And as a result of propagating the transcendental literatures like Srimad Bhagavatam, people will become sane in their transactions. Very well. In fact, in the translation, it says name, fame, form, pastime, etc. It's very important to talk about Naam, Gun, Leela, Dham, Bhakt. When we speak about this, Krishna is very happy. Krishna's names, Naam, Gun, his qualities, he has so many qualities. I was thinking of a quality other day, so funny. When Krishna stands like this, he's called Muralidhar. He is having flute in his hand. Every form he takes, we call him something. When Krishna stands like the other hand on the air, and he's called Srinathji. When Krishna stands like this, he's called Jagannath. Right? When Krishna stands like this, Vittal. Every form he takes, he's famous. So when we should talk about Krishna's names, his qualities, his dham, when we talk about Radharani, when we talk about Vrindavan Dham, when we talk about Yamuna, Krishna is really happy. So we should talk about it. While preparing this commentation on a particular stanza of Srimad Bhagavatam, we have a crisis before us. Our neighboring friend China has attacked the border of India with a militaristic spirit. How important is to see this, right? Srila Prabhupada has mercifully written these purports around in 70s. We are in 2023. The world has never stopped fighting, and they will never stop fighting. You can start from ever. Fights has been from ever. Like what we remember in our history maybe is World War I, and then there is World War II, and that finished everything. Everybody was thinking everything will be good, and then the Vietnam War was there, and then the Vietnam War will go away, and then the Iraq War is there, and then everybody thinking, okay, now the world should be peaceful. Now, no, then America wants Afghanistan. The Afghanistan war will go in, and then everybody was thinking, now all should be fine. And then the Ukraine-Russia war is going on. India-Pakistan is going on all the time, and it's just unbelievable, unbelievable. For what? It's greed, it's ego. We have practically no business in the political field, yet we see that previously there were both China and India, and they were both lived peacefully for centuries without ill feeling. The reason is that they have lived those days in an atmosphere of God conscious, and every country over the surface of the world was God fearing, pure hearted, and simple. And there was no question of political diplomacy. There is no cause of quarrel between the two countries, China and India, over land which is not very suitable for habitation. And certainly there is no cause for fighting in this issue. So true. I was listening to this like fight, I think a year ago, a couple of years ago, when they fight it. They fight it for a land where you cannot even stay for a few hours. It's so cold there. What you will do with that land? Srila Prabhupada is explaining that very clearly here. It is not suitable for habitation even. But due to the age of quarrel, Kali, which we have discussed, there is always a chance of quarrel on slight provocation. What is that verse? Kaler dosha nidhe rajan asti hi ek mahan guna kirtanadya eva krishnasya mukta sangha param vrajed. Kaler dosh nidhe rajan. Nidhi means ocean. Kali Yuga is explained as an ocean of faults. Now you can imagine how big an ocean is. You can close your eyes and imagine yourself in front of an ocean, wherever in India, how big it is. Is it like a small swimming pool? No, way bigger. Like a pond? No, way bigger. Like a lake? Way bigger. Kalera dosh nidhe rajan. Like this is what Kali Yuga is. Full of faults. Full of faults. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Matsarya. It's full. Judging other people. It's full. This is due not to issuing the question, but to the polluted atmosphere of this age. Systematically, there is a propaganda by a section of people to stop glorification of the name and fame of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, there is a great need for disseminating the message of Srimad Bhagavatam all over the world. It is the duty of every responsible Indian to broadcast the transcendental message of Srimad Bhagavatam throughout the world, to do all the supermost good as well as to bring about the desired peace in the world. Because India has failed in her duty by neglecting this responsible work. I'm glad these days, not to speak about any political things, but we have some leaders in India which are propagating Bhagavad Gita these days, which is very nice because this is the only thing that can save us. There is much quarrel and trouble all over the world. We are confident that if the transcendental message of Srimad Bhagavatam is received only by the leading men of the world, certainly there will be a change in heart, and naturally the people in general will follow them. In fact, in Bhagavad Gita, what is that verse? Yad yad acharati shrestha. Shri Krishna says, whatever a great personality will do, we all will follow them. Right now, of course, we are following our Guru Varga. Thanks, we came in touch with this beautiful society, ISKCON. But we can all go back in our memories and see what we were following most of the time is advertisement. Why? Because they are being done by such great personalities. Like even today, most of the advertisement are done by big cricketers, by big TV stars or whatnot. What is that? Hey, fair and lovely, Gora kare. I don't know if it makes you Gora or no, but we all have used that sometime just to have that feeling of that good cream. So yad yad acharati sreshtha tat tat deve gurojana. The mass of people in general are tools in the hands of the modern politicians and leaders of the people. If there is a change of heart in the leaders only, certainly there will be a radical change in the atmosphere of the world. That's what I was saying earlier. In India these days, if a president or prime minister has to follow Bhagavad Gita, many of their followers of their people who like them can go behind them, and that's good. That's good, very good. We know that our honest attempt to present this great literature conveying transcendental message for reviving the God consciousness, the people in general, and re-spiritualizing the world atmosphere is fraught with many difficulties. Our presenting this matter in adequate language, especially a foreign language, will certainly fail. Haribol. Srila Prabhupada is putting himself in such a humble position, and there will be so many literary discrepancies despite our honest attempt to present in the proper way. But we are sure that with all our faults in the connection to the seriousness of the subject matter will be taken into consideration, and the leaders of the society will still accept this due to its being an honest attempt to glorify the Almighty Lord. When there is a fire in a house, the inmates of the house go out to help from the neighbors who may be foreigners, and yet without knowing the language, the victims of the fire express themselves and neighbors understand the need, even though not expressed in the same language. The same spirit of cooperation is needed to broadcast this transcendental message of Srimad Bhagavatam throughout the polluted atmosphere of the world. After all, it is a technical science of spiritual values, and thus we are concerned with the techniques and not with the language. Srila Prabhupada is putting himself in a very humble position. We all know Srila Prabhupada's level of English is way higher. We all can learn from Srila Prabhupada actually English language. So my mother tongue is not English. I'm from Punjab, and I have not a very big education on my shoulders. But I think whatever I can speak is because of books of Srila Prabhupada. It is as easy to understand. If somebody like me can speak in English, it is because of Srila Prabhupada's books and what he has given us. And he is putting himself in such a humble position. It might not be taken, this is our Srila Prabhupada. He could have, done less of writing all this. No, but this is just feel his position. Just try to imbibe his mood, just feel his position, how, and sometimes we, remember a few things and we think, oh, we are the next acharyas. Our position should be so humble, like so humble. Everybody walking from that door, we should be bound to them because, they are trying to get connected to Krishna. This is what our position should be. If the techniques of this word, of this great literature are understood by the people of the world, there will be success. Haribol. We'll finish here. Om Gyantimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagarunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadavaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahalalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Very good. So we all know what is the context, Srila Vyasadeva has been instructed by Narada Muni, his spiritual master, and he is going to give us very beautiful literature, Srimad Bhagavatam. And listening to the words of Guru is the most important thing in our life, should be the most important things of our life. That is what Srila Prabhupada was doing. Is that verse? Guru Agya Sharasi Dhitva Shaktavesh Swarupine Hare Krishnena Mantrena Paschanta Prantatarine. Guru Agya Sharasi Dhitva. Because Srila Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj told him to spread Krishna consciousness around the world, Shakti-aveshya Prabhupada. Don't take Srila Prabhupada as a normal man of this world. He's purely Shakti-aveshya avatar. Purely Shakti-aveshya avatar. Very merciful. Very merciful. Hare Krishna mantrena paschatya prantarine. And he gave this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra to whole planet. Talking of Srila Prabhupada's mercy, I was listening to a lecture. I will share it. It's so funny and so true. Getting mercy from Shri Radha Madhav seems very easy, but don't think it's easy. It's very difficult. He clearly says in Bhagavad Gita, Ye yatha mam prapadyante. Whatever you will do, I will do with you. He's not going to do any favor to you. And the example is given like a test paper. When you go and write a test paper in front of Shri Radha Madhav, and you write 50 marks worth of test paper, he's going to give you only 50 marks. He will not give you 51. There are our Tribhangis like that. And after that, there is our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is very merciful. He says, don't worry, just start writing and then I will give you the marks. So you start writing and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will take care of it. More merciful than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is our Nityananda Prabhu. He says, just write your name on the paper and go away. I will take care of your paper. This is what our Nityananda Prabhu is. Srila Prabhupada, he says, just stay home. I will take care of your paper. This is what our Srila Prabhupada is. Very merciful. Very merciful. So, talking of Srimad Bhagavatam, the context we spoke about is listening to your Guru Maharaj. Listening to your Guru Maharaj. And as I told in my last lecture, I love stories because I think everybody can connect with stories. This time we will listen to another story of dacoit actually, whose name was Ghatak Ji. It is a story around from Vrindavan. Hopefully we will finish in time. Yes, there is quite a few time. So there was this dacoit called Ghatak Ji in regions of Vrindavan. Very bad dacoit. He used to loot people, kill people, and he was a big man, very big, huge man. You know that our Prabhu there. Hare Krishna. It was like, I'm not. Yeah, very nice, Prabhu. I'm just giving an example. He was a big dacoit. And one day he was going into a jungle. He was passing through a jungle. And he listens this mantra. Somebody's chanting a mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Very peaceful. Very nice mantra. And he stops and gets attracts by this nice soothing voice, because you can imagine the life of a dacoit, how it can be. And he stops there and sees this sadhu. This sadhu is behind the bushes in a calm praise, just chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. After some time, sadhu finishes chanting, and this Ghatak Ji goes and bows down. Hey sadhu, I like your chanting. And sadhu says, chanting is always good. Everybody should like chanting. What is your name? He says, my name is Ghataka. And sadhu asks him, okay, nice. What do you do? He says, I kill and loot people for a living. And sadhu says, that's not a good thing. You know, this human life is not meant to do this. This human life is meant to sing glories of the Lord, to do bhajan. This is what is human life for. And he says, I have always done that, dacoit says. Don't explain me now what to do. I don't know anything else. But I am attracted to you. That's for sure. You were chanting and I'm attracted to you. So you can please guide me a little bit, but don't tell me to stop looting people. Sadhus are very merciful. They don't see our faults. My Guru Maharaj, he accepted me, even though I'm full of lust, greed, anger, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, everything is in me. Still Guru Maharaj accepted me. This is what sadhus are. And he said to Ghatak Ji, he said, okay, if you really want some instructions from me, I will give you 4 instructions. So try to work on that 4 instructions and that's it. And Ghatak said, okay, I will try to listen to you. What were the 4 instructions? First instructions, never lie. Second instruction, always respect sadhus. There were some balloons in the Zoom, so I was like thinking, what is happening? Always respect sadhus and offer them something, some sweet words and something to the sadhus. So never lie, respect sadhus. Third, if there is a arati going on, you are traveling somewhere and there is a arati going on, never leave arati, attend the arati. Krishna is very, very happy when we attend a full arati and then leave. Never leave in the middle of the thing. If you're traveling somewhere, attend arati. Number 3. And then number 4 is whatever you eat, offer to Krishna. Whatever you eat and drink, you offer to Krishna. Krishna himself said, Bhokta Ram Yagadapsam, I am the enjoyer. So whatever we eat, we should offer to Krishna first. So this dacoit says, okay, I will follow these 4 instructions. And he goes away, sadhu goes away, and the life is going on. He's still doing his lootings and stuff, but he remembers these 4 instructions and he always tries to follow that. What happens one day, a sadhu came to his house. What was one of the instructions? To help sadhus. A sadhu came to his house and Ghatakji, welcomed sadhu. And now Ghatakji is saying, I should offer him something to eat. I don't have much to offer him. I should go out and do some madhukari. So this Ghatakji goes out and asks people, can you give me something? People are like, why should we give you something? You're a looter. No, I'm doing some madhukari for a sadhu. Arey, go away. Madhukari for a sadhu. You're looting people here and there. This Ghatakji wanted to really serve this sadhu. He said, okay, don't worry, I will steal. Just because my Guru Maharaj said, take care of sadhus, give them nice prasadam, I will loot, I will steal. So he goes around and he sees these big wheat, bags lying somewhere in a ground. And he takes a wheat bag and comes back to his home and makes nice prasadam, offer to Krishna, and then give it to sadhu. Because the second instruction was offer always to Krishna. And now while they are taking prasadam, Ghatakji is thinking, he's saying, I'm 7 feet, one of the biggest guys in town. Now, when I took that wheat bag, which was heavy, my footprint are out there. So people will understand very easily who has stolen the wheat bag. And he's very thinking, Krishna, what should I do? I did this because of words of my Guru Maharaj. And he sees all of a sudden, it starts pouring rain. And when the rain is there, his footprints are gone away. So his belief in Krishna and his Guru's word increases. He thinks, oh yes, my Guru Maharaj said this and now Krishna is helping me out. And he was very happy. His belief in Krishna increases. After a few days, he heard that the sadhu who gave him these 4 instructions, there is his Vyasa Puja. And he heard that we should offer something nice to our Guru Maharaj on the Vyasa Puja. And now he's thinking, people did not even give me madhukari when I went for begging food. What should I do now? I should give something to my Guru Maharaj. And he again thinks, only thing I know is stealing. I'll go and steal. And he thinks of the best thing. He said, it's my Guru Maharaj. That means Maharaj on the top. What should I steal? He's thinking. And then he thinks of a black horse that the local king has. And he says, okay, I'll go and steal the horse. He goes to the place where they keep horses. And there was, he found a dress of a local policeman there, Sainik. He found a dress and he wears the dress. While he's wearing the dress, he knocks something and thing fell down and there is a noise. And the guard asks, hey, who is there? And he remembers the instruction of his Guru Maharaj, never speak lie. And he says, I'm a thief. And the guard is laughing. Which thief says I'm a thief? Don't worry. You're just joking, right? He's like, Hare Krishna. And he goes in and he sees this horse and he says to the guard, king has ordered this horse, so I need this. And the guard sees him in the dress and the guard says, okay, don't worry, just take it, right? And they give him the horse and he goes away with the horse. While he's going, now it's a night time, it was night time while he went to go to steal. While he's going, it becomes early morning and there is a Mangala Aarti time. And he goes to a temple and he remembers instruction of his Guru Maharaj that never leave the Aarti. So he goes and attends the Aarti. On the other side, the guards, they realize why king will order horse in such a late night. They think there is some issue. So they inquire and they realize that was a thief. And they ran behind to catch him because it was a king's horse. After a little while they're going, they see a horse outside of this temple. It was tied up, and it is a little darker. When they go near to the horse with their torchlights, mashals and stuff, they see it is a white horse. And meanwhile, Ghatakji comes out of the temple, Aarti is done, and they ask him, you stole the horse? And he is not lying. He said, yes, I stole the horse. Where is the horse? He said, this is the horse. They said, our horse was black. This is white horse. He said, I'm not lying. My Guru Maharaj has told me to not lie. I'm not lying. I stole your horse. I came here. I tied up. I went in. And I don't know what to say. They arrest him and they go back to king. And they explain everything to king. Now king and the priests, they are all pious people. They all talk and talk and talk, and in the end they realize that Krishna himself has helped Ghatakji by turning the horse from black to white to save him. But Ghatakji, because of his guru, he's not saying any lie. He's just saying, yes, I did it. So king speaks to Ghatakji. He says, you're a very pious man. I cannot punish you because you're such a godly man that Krishna himself is trying to help you. How can I punish you? And he says, you were trying to steal one horse, but now, because you have told me your story that you wanted to gift it to your Guru Maharaj, I will give you so much land and cows. And Ghatakji is very happy. So he gets so much land and cows from the king for his Guru Maharaj. And he goes back to his Guru Maharaj and he gives all these items to his Guru Maharaj, and his Guru Maharaj is very happy. And Ghatak after this is changed. He says to his Guru Maharaj, I will leave everything now and I will just just try to chant about Krishna. He understood that these materially things won't give him happiness. What is that verse? Krishna prema bina vyartha daridra jivana das ko he vetan mora deho prema dhana. Krishna prema, that is what we all should long for. So Ghatakji is now very good devotee. He's known all over. Everybody knows he's always talking of Krishna. He's always helping other people. Bhagavatam says, Daya sarva bhuteshu santushtaya yena kenava sarva indriya upashanti cha tushyati asu janardana. Daya sarva bhuteshu. When we do daya, when we are compassionate towards everyone, not towards ISKCON only, towards everyone, whoever is outsiders, Sikh people, Muslim people, everyone, we should be compassionate to. Krishna is very happy. Krishna is happy very soon. So this is what the position of Ghatakji was. But he was not feeling complete. Once he went to his Guru Maharaj and said, crying, he was crying, I want to see Krishna. This is what I want to do. And his Guru Maharaj said, yes, you should cry. You should cry to see Krishna. It's very important, dear devotees, that we should cry sometime. Not in front of everyone, but sometime when we are by ourselves, we can think about Krishna, how much he has given to us, and what we has given in the back, nothing. We are, first of all, not able to give back anything, but certainly we can chant as Srila Prabhupada has taught us. We can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. It is said when we chant, going away of sins is like its side effect. Don't worry, when we chant, our sins will go away automatically. But what happens when we chant is we give happiness to Shri Radha Madhavji. If you see Shri Radha Madhavji and just try to chant, you will see that Radharani and Krishna, they are smiling. Just try to see it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Because they take pleasures in each other names. This is what chanting is. We are trying to chant to make them happy. So he told his Guru Maharaj told that you should cry. That's okay. And Ghatakji started, being a very sincere devotee. He started crying. He started chanting different bhajans. He started, chanting more and more, loving everybody, trying to be pure, trying to. And it is said in this story is from Bhaktamal, and it is said in Bhaktamal that Ghatakji had darshan of Shri Krishna and Radharani. So that was the story I thought I taught today. I will tell today because this is all about listening from a Guru Maharaj, his words, and trying to work on those words. So if there were any mistakes that I spoke principally from the purpose, so there cannot be any mistake. But if from my side, if there was any mistake, it's completely on my side. So please forgive me. And anything that was uh, touching to your heart. It was all coming from our acharya, everything that we listen from other classes. We just try to speak that. That is the essence of speaking on Bhagavatam. We just try to listen from our acharyas and speak that. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada. I was being told by our dear Subhakar Krishna Prabhu to finish right on 9 o'clock because we have Gita Jayanti. Right after this, we will be chanting verses from Gita. And if there is any reflections, questions, you can ask in 5 minutes. Otherwise, you can end the class.
Spoke about Vithala.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So is Vithala is mentioned in Bhagavatam?
Yes, Prabhuji. Vitthal is mentioned in Bhagavatam. Yes, Prabhuji. I don't exactly have the canto, remember, but Vitthal is mentioned in Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna has so many names, right? What is that verse? Atra sargo visargascha sthanam poshanam utaya manvantare ishanukatha nirodho muktir ashraya. This is what is Srimad Bhagavatam. We can all actually speak this word. This is very beautiful verse. Atra sargo visargascha sthanam poshanam utaya manvantare ishanukatha nirodho muktir ashraya. Srimad Bhagavatam has 12 cantos. We all know that. Most of us we know that. So first two cantos are the Adhikar Lila, are the foundational base. And then from the third canto, there is a Sarga. Fourth canto is Visarga. Atra Sarga Visarga. Sthanam is fifth canto. Its planetary positions are explained. Poshanam is being explained how, in story of Ajamil, how the holy name is nourishing. Utaya is different different mentalities like Prahlad Maharaj and his father Hiranyakashipu, different personalities, but how Krishna has helped them. Manvantare, in the 8th canto, there is different Manvantars are being explained. Ishanukatha, in the 9th canto, there is different gods, different leelas are being explained. Nirodho is canto number 10. Nirodha is to uprooting something from our heart. And whatever heart is full of is Kam, Krodh, Lobha, Mad, Matsarya. And in 10th canto, when there is different incarnations explained, they're actually representing some anartha. So when we read about these beautiful incarnations and Krishna, those anavrittis, they go away from our heart. Mukti, canto 11, which is Gita told to Uddhava, that is Mukti Pradayani. And 12th and Ashraya is 12th canto. In the very last verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, what is that last verse of Srimad Bhagavatam? Namthak Sankirtana Yasya Sarva Papa Pramanasham. Yes. We will find so much in our Bhagavatam and in our scriptures. We are very lucky that we came in contact with Srila Prabhupada and with ISKCON. Otherwise, our life was whatever. So if there is no more questions, I think we can end the class. because now it is time for Gita Jayanti. Hare Krishna.